It was a solemn and silent night when gunmen invaded the new cattle market at Omumauzor in Ukwa West local government in Abia State. They killed 8 traders from the north and slaughtered more than 20 cows. This prompted the coalition of northern groups in Nigeria, CNG, and the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum to condemn killing of the traders. Jide, this is not good for us at all.
It's not good. It's purely an act of terrorism, and the people concerned have to be apprehended. I am happy that the state government moved quickly. Perhaps the carnage would have been worse. They moved quickly to even rescue some of the traders, and the injured were taken to hospital. Now, the government also promised to compensate the victims' families. So we hope that the government of Abia State will honor its word and compensate these people as they had promised to do. We also have to bear in mind that there are elements bent on dividing our country and plunging our country into total chaos. Government has to realize that these are enemies of the state who will spare no effort to ensure that Nigeria is in crisis. So we have to identify them and deal decisively with them wherever they may be. Nobody can be bigger than the state. Whatever people think is right, if it goes against the laws of our country, then they have to be resisted. You can't go into a market and be killing people. If that's the way it's being done in other parts of the country, we won't be living in peace at this time. So it's really condemnable, the action of this group of terrorists in Abia State.
Why do you think the level of tolerance seems to have dropped among ethnic groups in Nigeria? And the narrative is not always good when it comes to anything. It's always boiling down to ethnicity. We're always narrowing down that thing. Where's that spirit of love?
Well, it is the way it is. And it keeps deteriorating. But one thing I just want to appreciate the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum for is if you look at their statements, they were not playing the ethnic card as such. They were even acknowledging the efforts of the Abia State government for promising to compensate and for moving into action. But unfortunately, this is the way Nigeria is, and nothing is being done to, stop that ethnic divide. It's growing. It's growing. Sometimes when you see something like this, if you go on social media, you might find some people from the south saying serves them right. Callously saying serves them right. These are human beings. Nobody has to die for this kind of thing. These were people doing their normal business. They were not disturbing anybody. But you'll be surprised that people from the south will be saying serves them right. And if it's the other way around, you see them exchanging all sorts of insults. Then you wonder, where is our humanity? Where is our humanity? So this is not something that must be allowed to fester. There must be a stop to this.
Because in these communities, we also have, the way we coexist. If you go to Katsina, you find, if you see the number of my brothers from the east there, traders into anything. If you go to anywhere in the north, they all do their things.
There are places, if you go to Umuahia, you see a huge number of northerners. They've been there for years. I have friends from the far north of our country who are born in Umuahia. Yeah. One of them is a doctor, a friend of mine for more than 20 years now. He was born and raised in the east, in Umuahia there. His father was a trader,
so you dare not tell that kind of person that
you cannot. We are Nigeria, and we are supposed to be one people. I just don't understand why we have allowed politicians, our leaders to divide us, and today we don't see ourselves as one people.
At all.
You know, we are supposed to be one people. Desmond Tutu called the South Africans the rainbow people of God. That means people of multiple ethnicities, but serving the same God. So that's the way we should see ourselves in this country. We are one people. The way we come together when it comes to football matches and all that, it really happens in other matters. We are divided along religious lines, we are divided along the lines of ethnicity, and we hate one another. Everything you post, if you post something on social media, people are already reading political meanings to it. They cannot believe that an individual can even be objective.
Exactly.
They think that everyone sees things just the way they the way they see things. Their own worldview is narrow, so they expect that, oh, everyone is like that. So we just have to do our best to repair the fractured nature of our country. Our country is fractured. We have to admit that and do our best to repair things. And it's still the government and our clergymen across religious divides who can make this happen, because religious leaders are well respected. So if they would do their best to bring us together as one people, I'm sure that the narrative will change.
I think we need to acceptance of our realities. We need to realize the fact that we have different religions. There's not anybody can do about it. We have different ethnic groups. We need to realize that our diversity, there is strength in our diversity. The fact that we have multiple cultures, it's strength. This is strength we can play up. You know, I could have also been, Providence made me an indigenous of Lagos. I could have also been an indigenous of Katsina. I will still be a human being. It doesn't matter. So we should understand this, that you cannot remove Muslims from this country. You cannot remove Christians from this country. You cannot remove Hausa, Fulani, or Yoruba from this country. We need to learn to stay together. It's still the same problems we have. It's still the same challenges we have.
All right.